Hello everybody, hope you're doing well today. I'm very excited because it's been a long time since I've done a manga and book haul for you. I've got a lot more manga than I do books here, but I'm still going to show you in the order of manga, and then we'll get into the few books that I got. So I hope you're ready for the video, and let's just get started. Most of this damage was done yesterday when me and my husband went to a wedding reception of one of my best friends from camp. If you know anything about me, I have a camp that I go to every summer. Been doing it for like 21 years now, and I've had a friend for almost that long that I met there, so I was really excited to get to go to his wedding and see his lovely bride. They were beautiful. It was great. If you're watching this, which I don't think he watches my channel anymore, but if you are watching this, congratulations, dude. I'm really happy for you. Anyways, let's get into the book haul. First, I'm going to show you the manga that my husband got, and then I'll get into the ones that I got. So first, he picked up Ninja vs. Gokudo by Shinsuke Kondo. I've never heard of this in my life. He just kind of picked it up based off vibes, decided he wanted to give it a try. He looked up reviews and people said it was really funny. So it looks kind of grotesque looking off of the back cover here with people being decapitated and everything. I'll read you the synopsis because I've literally not read it. Since ancient times, the ninja and the yakuza have been at war, spilling blood around the world as empires rise and fall. So when in the modern age, Shinoha, a ninja, meets Kiwami, a gangster following the path of the yakuza, the Gokudo, and discovers they have common interests. The obvious assumption is that nothing good can come of it, but can it be that one burgeoning bromance will shake up a 300-year grudge? Who will win the struggle for real ultimate power? Okay, so it sounds like a Yakuza ninja team up brutal series. The artwork is stunning. Like, I'm just flipping through here. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but like, this is some really detailed artwork here. It's giving Record of Ragnarok, it's giving Parasite, it's giving a little bit of Berserk. I'm excited to try this. When he gets something new, I'm always going to try it out, at least the first volume, and see if I kind of want to read it too. And it interested him enough. It's a Kodansha. I've never heard of this. Let me know if you've read it and if you like it. Next, we have volume 2 of Berserk. It's still wrapped in plastic because we haven't read the first one yet. But he's just so excited to pick up the series, give it a try. And we just cannot justify those huge $50 collector's editions. I'm sure they're gorgeous, but I think I would prefer these. They might be easier to read, even though the price is pretty high on these two. They're like $15 each, but whatever. Hopefully it's worth it. I've heard really great things about Berserk. I've never read it. I've just seen a couple episodes of the anime. Yeah, I think I might enjoy the manga more than the anime, so I will eventually pick these up as well. Next, he has been looking for this volume for like months, and our Barnes & Noble that we go to just hasn't had it in stock. And I don't know what the deal is. They don't have any of this series right now. And so he found volume 11 of Record of Ragnarok. I'm still like 2 or 3 volumes behind on this series, so he's a lot more caught up than I am, but he really loves this one. It's just a fun rough and tumble tournament between gods and humans, and it's really interesting. It's not super in depth with like plot or thought. It's not very intelligent, I guess. It's just really fun. And it is kind of fun to learn about these gods and learn about these historical figures in history that, you know, there is some truth to their history here. So it is really fun to read. Next, he picked up volume 10 of Kaiju number 8. We've been needing this one. I'm also a few like 4 volumes behind on this one because I just haven't been reading as much manga. I've been reading more books, but I am getting back into it. I kind of go back and forth if you haven't noticed. And he's pretty much caught up. So this is the next volume we needed. I don't know what this means, but we're a little worried about it. Covers tend to spoil manga, so I did try to warn him not to look at covers too closely, especially with series like this. I had to go get some water. My throat's too dry. I haven't had that happen in a while. For the last 2 things that he picked up were volumes 8 and 9 of Solo Leveling. He picked this one up at our Barnes & Noble, and then he picked this one up yesterday while we were out for the wedding. We hadn't been able to find this one, so I think they might have gotten it early. I'm not sure, but it's still exciting. I don't need to look too closely because I'm waiting till it's finished to read these. I am watching the anime up to date, but I am not reading these up to date just because I think I'm enjoying the anime more. But he really loves this, so I'm excited that we got to pick those up for him. Okay, now we can get to the manga that I picked up. First, I have volume 8 of A Sign of Affection by Morishita. A very good series, as you know, you should know by now, but this is a story about a girl who is deaf, and she communicates with sign language primarily. She does read lips a little bit, but the majority of her language interacting with people is sign language. So she only has a few very close friends who she can communicate with very easily, and then she's got like notepads and marker boards that she uses on occasion to communicate with strangers. But there is a drive, oh my god. And she meets this guy on a train, and they start a romance, and it's really cute. It's about language, it's about communicating, it's just really sweet. I do recommend it if you have not tried it yet. Sumori Shita is one of my favorite mangaka, especially right now. I've loved everything that they've written. I'm a little behind on Like a Butterfly, but I've kept up to date and completed every other series that have been published in English. I have volumes 7 and 8 of A Condition Called Love. This is by Megami Morino. I've read this one, just got this one yesterday, so I'm very excited to read this one. I do read these pretty quickly as soon as I get them almost. And this is a really cute shoujo romance about a girl who is precious. Her name's Hotaru, and she has a lot of self-doubt and a lot of flaws that she thinks are way bigger than they actually are, but she's trying to learn and grow as a person and how to properly communicate with her friends. And the guy here, he's got a lot of trauma, and he's slowly learning to grow out of it from being in a relationship with Hotaru, and I love them both. I love them both so much. The anime is so cute. Please read this. I think it's supposed to be like in the teens as far as how many volumes there are, but it's so good. If you can get past like the first volume or two with how toxic Hananoi is, he changes, I promise. It's worth the read. Please do. And next I have volume 7 of Crossplay Love Otaku X Punk. I don't know if I've hauled this yet. If I have, I'm sorry, but I'm still going to tell you about it because it's really good. This is a story about a guy who likes this girl, but the girl works at like a maid cafe, and it's actually a guy dressed as a girl. So he's in love with a guy dressed as a girl, and he doesn't know that it's a guy. And then to talk to that girl that he likes, he dresses up as a girl to talk to that girl. So it's just two dudes who are in love with each other, but the girl versions of each other. So it's hilarious. It's fun, very comedic, very fun series to read. I love it. Next up, I have volume 6 of Kimi ni Todoke. I've been keeping up with this one, slowly but surely reading through it. I do need to pick up the next couple because I am really enjoying this right now, and some of the volumes are pretty easy to pick up right now. So I do recommend starting now if you are interested in this one and not waiting again until it's hard to find some of the volumes, because some of them got really hard to find for a few months. So I need to actively pick these up, and there's a ton of volumes, so it's really, really good too. It's just a romance between these two high school kids and their friend group. It's really about friendship. It reminds me a lot of Orange, but like sweeter and nicer and just fluffy, and they have like real friendship and real issues that they're dealing with, but it's not as like dark as Orange. Yang, your little tippy taps are a little annoying, yeah? Next up, I decided to finally start Apothecary Diaries. I've loved this anime so freaking much, y'all. Like, it's so good. I'm in love with these characters. And I finally decided to start the manga. I wanted to, and I've been seeing reprints of them, so I just decided I'm gonna start now. It's not even that long, at least right now. I think there's only like 12 out right now, but the art's gorgeous. If you can see, let me see if I can find a really pretty one. Very pretty artwork. I believe this is a seinen, and they just released like a light novel as well, but if I really like how the manga is written, I might pick that up. I'm not sure. I am wanting to get into light novels, but I did try a random one the other day when I got it for Christmas. Was not a fan. It was not for me. So I think maybe if I find some from anime series that I do actually like, it would probably be a lot better. So I might try the Apothecary Diary one, I might try My Hero ones, just to see if it's something I am into, or if they're just too corny for me, because that first one I tried to read was just too cheesy, too corny, pretty cringe personally. But yeah, this is a good series. Please read it if you are interested in like mysteries and comedy, and to me, it feels kind of spicy. Even though nothing's happened, it feels spicy, and I like that. Next up, I picked up another volume 1. I'm terrible. This one I've seen good things on Instagram, but I've not heard publishers talking about it. I'm not sure if they're just not promoting their manga like they used to, but I got volume 1 of Gazing at the Star Next Door by Amitsu. It says it's the author of Ran, the Peerless Beauty. I've never heard of that either, but the artwork's really cute, and I don't know what it's about. But it says it's perfect for fans of In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, which I am a fan of, and I am behind on. I keep forgetting to pick up the next volume of that one, by the way. But this is another Kodansha. I picked up a few Kodansha today. They had a lot more manga selection at this bookstore that we went to yesterday. It was in Brandon, Mississippi. So we drove a couple, 2 or 3 hours to get there, and they had a great selection of manga. So I was very excited to see. And I had just got paid, so it was not not okay. I'm not okay. But it says on the back, Chiaki is a pretty normal teenage girl since they were kids. She's had a thing for her best friend Subaru, who's fast becoming the hottest young actor in Japan. With Subaru threatening to slip away, Chiaki has a decision to make. Will she finally shoot her shot, or will she give him up to his fans? That sounds cute. There's a lot of idol culture romances going on right now, but the art is beautiful. This is gorgeous. I've never seen this artist's work before, but it's very pretty. It's very fashionable looking. The guy is very soft looking. So yeah, I'm excited to give that one a try. It's a bigger print, so I like that. Next up, I have volume 2 of How I Met My Soulmate by Anna Sheen. I really love the first volume. I am continuing it, obviously. This is really good. It's a bigger print too, so it's nice to see this artist's work in a large format. The covers are stunning. They have this beautiful ombre fading color going through it. Oh, the spines, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They're gonna be so pretty on people's shelves. I can't wait to see them when they're all finished collecting. I don't know how long this is supposed to be though. If you know, let me know in the comments. But it's just about a girl who she's, I think, going out of college or in college, and she wants to meet a soulmate. She's like tired of all the crap, and she meets this guy, and I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be the soulmate in the first book. It's just them falling in love with each other, I guess, is what it's going to be, but it seems a little more spicy than like a regular shoujo. I'm not sure if this is shoujo or josei, but I hope it gets a little more spicy. Okay, next up I have 2 volumes of Komi Can't Communicate. Volumes 9 and 10. I already read this one and I loved it. This is the one with the Valentine's Day stuff. It was so good. The ending there, I had to Google some things and it was so cute. But I haven't read this one, so I immediately picked this one up as soon as I finished number 9. So luckily I don't have to wait too long to continue this one. I am going to start picking this series up a little more actively and quickly because I am enjoying it now. I think it picked up for me, and I can't wait to see what happens. I love the friends in this group. I love the slow burn romance. I love it. It's so cute. And Komi is just precious. I do like the 4-koma now. I used to be like against 4-koma, but I think it's growing on me. It's very clean, very simple, and this one's really good. I recommend it if you are interested in a silly friend group with a little bit of romance. Next up, I picked up one that I hadn't picked up in a while, which is volume 4 of Sasaki and Miyano. The reason I haven't continued this series since volume 3 is because I can't find them anywhere. I only find like the last 2 volumes, and I'm just not going to pick those up. I don't typically pick manga up out of order unless it's old, and I'm just trying to pick them out as I see them available for affordable prices. But for anything newer that's still being published, I struggle with doing that because I can't read it right now. I'm very much a instant gratification person when it comes to my manga. So I could never find it, and I was like, I guess I'm just gonna have to order it online. And I just kept putting it off and kept putting it off and kept putting it off because the price is so high. But this bookstore we went to yesterday, they had all of them, and I was very tempted to pick them all up, but I did want to read other things, so I just picked up this one. It's so pretty. I can't wait to continue. This one feels a little thicker than the rest of them have been. I've been complaining every time I pick up one of these because of how freaking thin they are for the price. These are $13 Yen Press. Now, I will say the print quality of Yen Press has gone up. I complain about them all the time. This one is good quality. There's a little bit of like minor scuffing on these, and I can handle that. But normally I have a lot of bad luck with Yen Press, especially in the bookstores. But this one's good, so I will give them props. They do a good quality print cover for these, and maybe that's because the price is so high they can do that. So yeah, I'm not going to complain too much, but I am going to complain because books, they're just too expensive. But it's just a BL. If you're not familiar, it's like one of the most popular BLs that I know about. She Thorst. All right, this is my last manga, guys. I picked up another volume 1. I know, who is she? What is she doing? Why? I'm sabotaging myself at the end of the year when I talk about all the manga series I finished and the few that I bought that were new. I'm sabotaging future Chelsea. Sorry, future Chelsea. But I've heard so much about the series and it sounds like something I would love. So I'm just gonna give it a try. And that is Skip and Liver. I'm very excited to finally be starting this series. It's been on my want to try list for like at least a year, if not more. And I've heard so many people talk about this and talk about how cute it is, talk about how funny it is. I'm just excited to give it a try. And it's $12.99. 7Cs. I love 7Cs. They do a great job. And I have faith that this is going to be one that I'll like. I'm very excited. I think it's just a story about friendship and maybe like a romance. I'm not quite sure yet. I just kind of wanted to go into it blind based off of the recommendations people had given. So I'm very excited to try this one out. Next, we're going to talk about my books that I picked up. I do have like four or five books that I want to show you. So if you were only here for the manga, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so let's get into the books. So the first book that I have here is one that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Wild, I know. It's called The Star Shepherd. I've never heard of this book. It's by Dan Herring and Marcy Kate Connolly. And I think it's like a middle grade juvenile fiction, 8 and up. Okay, but it's $17.99 originally. I got it for $1, so that's exciting. I do randomly find like hidden gems at the Dollar Tree, so I recommend not skipping out on your local dollar stores when it comes to books, because I have found a couple of really good books that way. So and I found some that I loved that I got on my own, paid full price for. Like, I think I saw My Dark Vanessa at a Dollar Tree one time. Like, that is a phenomenal book. So yeah, don't skip out on your dollar stores. But this sounds like it's going to be about something about when the world was made, gods gave people the stars to keep evil away. So it sounds magical. It's about an 11-year-old kid who is a star shepherd. I think that he works with the gods to keep people safe, having to do with the stars. So I think it's going to be real magical and cute, and this cover is really pretty, so I'm excited to read that. And my cat is coughing. You good, homie? The book I picked up was Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. Revenge is Sweet. This is a book of the month copy. I don't have book of the month, but this came from someone used on Mercari. I got it for like $7 and it still has the bookmark in it. But this says that it is a story about three sisters, and they have a foster mother. I think they're like rich, and they had a lot of things happen to them when they were young. It's a mystery thriller kind of story, and I think that they find a body, and the sisters have to figure out like who did it. Are the sisters suspects? Are they like innocent and just being framed? Things like that. So I think this will be fun. I can't describe this very well, but I watched a video, I think it was a wrap up by Gabby Reeds, and she made it sound really good. So go watch her video. I'm not really good at making this sound good, but I was excited enough to pick it up. I have not picked up a regular thriller in like years, just because most of them have not sounded very interesting or unique, but this one grabbed my attention enough to where I wanted to read it based off of the way she talked about it after she read it. So maybe after I read it I can give you a better synopsis into if it's worth the time, but for now I am excited to pick that one up eventually. Next I have a book that I have started technically, but I have just not been in the mood to read it, and that's Bunny by Mona Awad, or Awad, I'm not sure how you say her name, but very pretty cover. It matches my shirt. I've heard this is a weird book, and I love weird books. It's becoming my favorite genre, and when I say weird, there has to be like a way to describe it that's like speculative fiction or something. You know, there's got to be like a term for books like this, but I can't personally think of them. When I say weird, I mean a lot of times there's a school involved or like an organization that has secrets, and there's like a mystery you've got to figure out, but also it's not quite scary, but it's also not a thriller, but it feels like it's about to be one, but it doesn't ever really go there. Sometimes you get a little bit of that thrilling or scary aspect, but a lot of the times you don't. It just feels like something's about to happen, like it's eerie and weird, and I describe it as the game Gone Home. If you've ever played that game, it's a indie kind of point and click, very simple walkthrough simulator thing, but it never gets scary, but it feels like it's about to. And that's what people describe this as too. So I'm excited to read it. It just didn't interest me enough in the first chapter to continue at the moment, but it's so short. It's like barely 300 pages, so I will eventually read this, just not right now. Yangus, you're so handsome. Okay, the last book I have is one that I picked up yesterday. It's called Song of Silver Flame Like Night. What a weird name. I've heard good things about this on like Goodreads and Amazon and stuff. I haven't seen anyone on BookTube talk about it. I'm interested enough in the plot, and I'm looking for some fantasy series to dive into that aren't like 17 books. I'm looking at You, Throne of Glass, and this one's a YA, so I think it could be easy for me. I think I need to dive. Wow. Thanks, Hermie. He just knocked the lid to my water bottle on the floor. As I was saying, I think I need to look into more YA fantasy because it seems a lot more approachable to me personally, and like I won't struggle to fall into the world. And I'm not necessarily looking for spicy romances like a lot of folks are. I don't love that. I don't love it in my regular books. So it's over 400 pages, but I know there's at least a sequel. I don't know if it goes past a duology, but we'll see if I actually like it enough to continue. Let me know if you've read this because I want to know if you liked it. So all of the books and manga that I have today. So let me know if you've read any of these, and if you did, which one was your favorite? Which one should I pick up first? Because I've got a whole weekend ahead of me and I'm excited to read some of these. I'm probably gonna get through a lot of this manga in the next like 4 days because I either don't read manga or I read all of it. It's a problem. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.